Re-engage is good whether you're newlywed, long-time married, or even a blended family. It will help you to build your marriage and to learn tools that can help you communicate better and learn to live more harmoniously with each other.
Re-engage is a biblically based framework that helps couples reconnect.
So whether your marriage is in a really good spot or you're really struggling, re-engage is a great way to grow closer to your spouse.
Before re-engage, I was always one that didn't really think we needed marriage counseling, didn't see a point in it.
Not necessarily that we have an issue or some hidden thing that needs to be brought to light or that anything was necessarily wrong.
Our marriage before re-engage was pending divorce, living separately. We were awaiting a court date to determine what divorce was going to look like for us. We were broken.
We were both self-seeking, weren't really worried about each other.
Our marriage was somewhat stagnant. We weren't really focusing on each other. We were too focused on taking care of the kids and all of our day-to-day tasks rather than actually focusing on growing our marriage.
We had misaligned priorities, and when we had heard about re-engage, I didn't have a lot of expectations, but I was just hopeful.
Before re-engage, we thought we were growing in Christ, but we were actually growing apart. We struggled, especially in conflict, where silence was killing our relationship.
Coming from a blended family, I think we had different views of what marriage was. We brought in some baggage from prior marriage and raising kids, and we had just a different way of looking at marriage.
Re-engage has helped me become a better spouse. I was surprised that there was a lot of self-reflection.
One of these skills that we picked up was how to communicate effectively. I wasn't the best communicator, and giving me the tools of how to become a better communicator.
Re-engage was just something that changed our lives, and it just brought us together in a way that I don't think really anything else could have.
I feel like we went from being a couple that coexisted to one that really is truly engaged with each other, that we're having more meaningful, in-depth conversations.
After re-engage, we were communicating better. We were putting each other's needs first. It was no longer self-seeking. It was making sure we were serving God by serving each other.
It taught us how to fix what's within us rather than trying to fix our spouse.
The biggest takeaway for me is recognizing my own brokenness. I didn't have a lot of grace for Philip. I didn't have a lot of grace for myself. I wasn't going to God first, and I was expecting Philip to kind of meet these needs that weren't his role.
We learned how to design our marriage according to God's plan and not our plan.
We also learned that we were enjoying each other in a whole new way. We took some things for granted, and re-engage helped us to see each other in a whole new light.
We encourage other couples to participate and re-engage. There are tools that will help you no matter what state of your marriage so that you can grow.
Your marriage depends on it.
Can't do anything but help. Who better to live that life with than your spouse, and this is going to help you grow.
You don't necessarily have to need it to benefit from it.
Be prepared for change in how you handle things, for change in your marriage.
I had a breakthrough with things that were still bothering me as a child that I had brought into my marriage.
I think re-engage is for everybody. Whether you're in a good place or you're in a tough place, it gives you an opportunity to learn new concepts and how to apply those concepts in your personal life.
Re-engage is a great way to get to know your spouse, but also you'll learn more about who you are in your relationship with God.
If one or both of you are thinking about re-engage, get past the thinking and do it. God, through the re-engage, will meet you where you are, but not leave you there.